Going on to you Leos out there. So you Leos have the devil and the six of pentacles, right? And the 10 of wands. So let me show you the cards one more time right here, right? For now. So for you Leos, right, the devil and the six of pentacles really does, and the 10 of wands really does represent how you Leos are not really asking for a whole lot when it comes to relationships, regardless of whatever kind of a relationship it is, regardless of if it's a friendship, familial ties, or romantic one. You're just asking for them to reciprocate. You know, it can't be a one-way street. And the devil represents, I ain't even gonna lie, some people find it hard for them to actually do that. And this is part of the reason why it is that you got the 10 of wands. You're leaving them behind in the first place. You Leos don't want to have to deal with a bunch of dummies where that's all it is that they do. And they think that somehow it's funny for them to ultimately do something like that, where they think that being disrespectful and only having things go one way is somehow going to get you, right? And this is what it is that I've been talking about when it is that I say to you Leos that a lot of times, you know, you got to understand that people who have that type of mindset, they're stupid. It's not just they have malefic intent. It's also the fact that they stupid. They're not that bright. They're not really bright too much like that at all, because they don't even understand that things don't go that way. They're so crazy to the point where they actually think that the stupid stuff that they thinking about, people go for. Like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna use you and I'm gonna go ahead and do this and do that, and you're not really gonna get a whole lot, but that's a fair deal, right? You going for that, right? And they don't even listen to themselves. They just sound stupid while they saying it, or while they're trying to enact it. It just looks stupid. It's like, what are you doing? You know, they just look like they're dysfunctional, because they are. So a lot of you Leos, are really seeing people pop out in the worst kind of ways, how their character is, because no sane adult says and does the things that like that. They don't do that. Sane adults understand that love is a two-way street. You can't just be the only one benefiting from it, right? So the mere fact that the person thinks that they're making sense means that there's something wrong with them in on itself. And a lot of you Leos are seeing a lot of unsuspecting people that you probably wouldn't even expect. Some you may, but some you may not expect to actually pop out and have that type of mentality. And this is the thing why it is that some of you Leos will end up losing some friendships. If you're talking to anybody, you will stop talking to some people, right? Romantically. You will end up losing some familial ties where technically you still have them because you're genetically related. But at the same time, you just don't want to be around them anymore because of their character and who they are. So the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Wands now represents how, since that's the case, a lot of them are really sitting back thinking about ways that they can really get you Leos back. Because if there's one thing too that a lot of you Leos got to understand, is that an incompetent, dysfunctional, stupid person, the last thing in the world that person wants to do, regardless of whatever it is that they say or how they act, the last thing that a stupid, dysfunctional person wants to do is to lose you. They don't want to lose someone who actually gets things done. That's the last thing that they want to do, because they want to live off of your back. They want to live off of the strength of all the hard work that you've done, right? They want to be a parasite. So the way that they're looking at it is they may not ever find another person like you Leos ever again that's hard working and actually gets certain things done. So what they have to do is they have to make it seem like they always have the upper hand, while at the same time making it seem like they're trying to help you out because you don't have any self-control and all this other type of nonsense. So what they will do, they will try to mix things up. They'll try to put you in a state of confusion. They'll try to tell you that you were the one that was wilding. You Leos was the one that was being disrespectful. Y'all was, you Leos was the one that was acting like y'all didn't have any kind of common sense. Even though they came at you disrespectfully and all it is that you were doing was defending yourself. Sometimes you ain't even defending yourself. Sometimes you especially if you real versed with it and you know how to minimize your ego to a certain extent, right? Or to a greater degree. You Leos can be talking real nicely to somebody. And it's not even about nice, but real respectful to somebody. You could respect their wishes. And like they still have a problem with you. And you could tell that they're really working hard to really have a problem with you because you don't even really have a problem with them like that. You just, like you Leos could be the ones to tell them something real nice and easy. Nothing that is challenging, nothing that they supposed to have some sort of temper tantrum on. And it's like they just have this temper tantrum where they just lose their temper. And they don't, you know what I mean? Like lack of self-control, like, you know what I mean? Like they take it over the top. Those types of overly emotional people, you got to watch them and you really got to stay away from them because those are not really people who are really caught up in their right mind. You know what I mean? Those are people who you got to stay away from. So especially if some of those people have been doing that to you, Leo, you may want to go ahead and watch out for individuals that you've been interacting with that does that, okay? And then leave them alone. Because a lot of you Leos need to have been doing some spring cleaning. Y'all are, but like you still need to get rid of a lot more people. Get rid of anybody, and it's still the springtime. Get rid of anybody in your life right now that really gives you a hard time for just being you. Because like it is that I was talking about, and I could get deeper into it, a lot of times people like to put the hypergamy thing like, oh, well, this is their way of flirting. This is stupid. The ideology of they are going to create a hypergamous situation by creating tension between the two of you. But again, they can say what they could give themselves whatever kind of excuses they want to. They're just dysfunctional. Because I don't understand what part of trying to get the person stressed out is about flirtation. You get me stressed out. You the type of person that gets me, if anybody gets me stressed out and I'm supposed to be with them, I'm leaving them. All of that, yeah, all right, you tell yourself whatever kind of excuse you want to. I'm still bouncing. Whatever nonsense they want to come up on. So if you Leos have anybody like that, you may want to leave them alone. And then you have the Emperor, the Ace of Swords, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, like this is what I'm saying. You have to make things peaceful for you. You have to make things peaceful. You have to legitimately make things very peaceful for you. You can't just be out here, allowing people to mess up your life based upon you standing next to them and you don't really want to let them go. Because the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles represent, at the end of the day, don't sell your soul for a relationship. Have more self-respect than to allow somebody to walk all over you like you some sort of rug, step on you, and act like you supposed to be okay with it. There's a lot of individuals that's okay with allowing someone to step all over them, I seen a video of somebody, I ain't even gonna go further, but I seen a video of somebody pretty much getting wilded out on and just like laying there and like taking the blows to the face and is okay with it, like, okay, and then letting it slide. It's like, come on, have more self-respect than that, Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles now represents how, so again, that's the type of situation that we in, right? But a lot of you Leos aren't playing the game though. So the way that it is, you Leos have a higher standard than other people though. And this is going to put a lot of people on the outside of your life, and you're going to be surprised at who is on the outside of your life. Because like it is, I said, when you Leos have that type of mentality, you're going to be surprised at how people will try to get up on your nerves and come up with excuses for it. And then you're like, look, I can't rock with you. I can't. I'm not going to. I can't allow myself to rock with you. And you'll, like I said before, you'll be surprised to see how many people you Leos really have to get rid of. Because it's not just going to be one or two. It's going to be a lot, because you will see how so many people have excuses to be disrespectful towards you specifically. Everybody in the world can trespass against this person and do whatever it is that they want, play games. Those people are super tolerant with. But who are they not super tolerant with? They super tolerant with people who playing games with them too. Who are they not super tolerant with? The person that's being real with them. This is the type of mentality that some of these stupid individuals be having. It's warped. So let's clarify the the Five of Pentacles. I seen people get so upset at me for calling them pretty, and then a random person calls them pretty, and they're like, "Oh, thank you." So you have the Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords, Temperance, Page of Cups, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune to clarify the Five of Pentacles. So the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, yeah. And once you start putting them on the outside of your life, you're going to see from personal experience just how much it is that they want to come crawling back. All of this games that they playing and nonsensical with you Leos, you're going to find out, you Leos are going to find out your importance. You're going to find out just how important you actually are. The Temperance and the Page of Cups is about how, but they still trying to play it like, you know, you need them, even though that's not true at all. But the Wheel of Fortune is about, like I said, you getting out of the game. Ghost Nation. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. Hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. There's a link in the comment section below called the Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's all the ways to be able to get a personal reading from me, a birth chart reading, as well as the books that I have that are on Amazon.